Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I have a new video tutorial for 49th and Market and I'm going to show you the new collection. This is the Vintage Artistry Butter Mini Collection. Look the paper, how beautiful they are, and I select this one for the page that I'm going to create. Look these other. These are so pretty that I want to show you all the collection. And this collection has two laser cut sheets of coordinating elements that I'm going to use. Look this arc window that I decided to frame my photo with it. The butterflies is beautiful and it's new. And I'm going to show you some of the flowers that I'm going to use. Look how pretty these are. Well, let's get started. This is the paper that I select, and I'm going to prime the paper with clear gesso. I just apply a little amount, and with my spatula, I'm going to spread all the medium over the paper. Now I'm going to let it dry, and meanwhile I'm going to frame my photo. I select the arc window from the laser cuts, and I add liquid adhesive and adhere the frame to the photo. And I'm going to add a piece of cardboard behind the photo to create dimension and to stand out the photo from the rest of the work once I put it on the paper. Here is when I'm using modeling paste with heavy gesso, with white gesso. I'm also using a stencil by Tim Holtz. I want to add a few some textures on the background. I just love the design in this stencil. I think it goes perfect with the beautiful paper. And I apply carefully here around where the arc window will be. I am first applying modeling paste, and now I add a little of gesso over all this texture over the paste. And I don't want to cover anything of the design of the paper. I'm trying to mix all the texture with the paper design. And now I will continue adding textures around all the area that the photo will be. And a little in the top part here. And now you can see here how it looks so far. Now I'm going to use my heat tool to dry all the textures. It is the Crazy Stitching stamp, and I have the Versamark, and I'm going to use embossing powder. I select the zigzag design of the stamp, and this paper on the background has a design like stitchings, different stitches, so that is the reason that I select this stamp to make some of this design on the background. And the embossing powder that I choose is in white color, that I think, and at the end that if I choose maybe a brown or a dark color, it will look better. So but I want to let you know, just in case that you want to try to do this. And now I select other design of the stamp, long stitches, and I am stamping them near to the first one. Once I remove the excess of the embossing powder, I use my heat tool to melt all the embossing powder, and you can see here the design. Now it's time to add color, and I'm going to use today the gelatos. I have one yellow that looks very similar to the center of the flower on the paper, and I took a sponge and I am rubbing, I am like blending with the sponge the color over all the textures here. And I also apply the gelato direct over the paper just to intense a little the tone of the color of color. But you know what? I found that it's easier if you wet a little the sponge. If the sponge is wet, it will blend better the color. Now I will continue adding color around all the stencil work here with the yellow color. Once it's dry, I took the white gelato, and look what I did. I rubbed the gelato very soft over all the textures, and I just love the effect. It looks like a pearl, not like a pearl, but it's like a soft whitish effect in all the texture that they immediately highlight and enhance all the textures. I will try to show you, but I know that the video don't make adjusted to the textures. Now I add more yellow gelato, and you can see here how it looks. Now I'm going to start to build my composition here, and I select the white lace by 49 at Market. I also want to add a few paper, but first I paint a piece of the cheesecloth in the same yellow color, and I add a piece of the cheesecloth over the lace. And this is the laser cuts that I show you at the beginning, and I am distressing with vintage photo the borders of the laser cut here, and I am playing with the different pieces and creating layers with the three materials. And here's the paper that I choose. I'm just tearing pieces of this paper with my hand, make different pieces with the borders, irregular borders, and I'm distressing with the same vintage photo the borders of the paper, and I'm just building layers with these different materials here, with these different elements. First the paper, then I add the lace, the cheesecloth, and the laser cuts, and I just continue playing with the pieces. Now I think that I'm happy how everything looks, so I'm adhering everything in this moment, and I'm also adhere the photo here. I cut off or trim off the excess of the paper, and now it's time to embellish my page, and I'm using the different flowers that I show you with the laser cuts. Okay, you can see here I adhere everything. Look, the layers. I also add some 3D foam tapes on the back of the laser cuts to add some dimension. And now it's time to select the title, and I'm using the layer embellishment, the Wonder, and I'm going to adhere the happiness word on a piece of the card stock here of the paper, and I've cut around, and it is my title. Now I want to add more texture, and I'm using glass beads. This is a cream color, it's like a cream yellow, very similar to the paper, and I'm using gel medium to adhere all these glass beads. And I'm trying to put them in different layers behind the papers, and you will see that I will add over the flowers around all the all the work. I am adding some pearls here and just randomly around all the layers and all the work here. And these are the wishing bubbles that I love so much, and I'm going to add a few of them here and there. I am adding white paint splatter, and it is the final step. Here is the final result. Look at how it looks. I just love it. It is very delicate, and I just love that it has many layers, many things, but looks delicate. And well, my friend, I hope that you enjoyed this video tutorial, that it inspired you. And if you like it, let me know with a thumbs up. Let me know what do you think. And I see you soon with other video tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell. See you soon. Bye bye. Nos vemos.